Yo, what's up, everybody? Vlog talking about shoe modifying, my Nike Hyper Revs, also my athleticism and lifestyle and what I'm going through right now. But basically, the last year I was in Humboldt, California, and I was living an awesome lifestyle, big backyard, did a lot of my work on the grass, and real close to the forest, and spent some time in there, and real close to the beach, and biked around, and um, swimming, lots of swimming and biking and barefoot, and lots of a few dunk sessions, and my diet was pretty awesome. They had, it's like cooking all my food in coconut oil and eating a plant-based diet and real high energy. Shoulders are fucked up. However, I decided that I was going to abandon my lease when it ended and I was going to go travel because I can do that for my work. So I decided I would come to northern Spain where I knew some people and I could get into basketball practice with a team, which I've done a couple times. And I decided after that I would go back to southwest England where there's a little beach town situation and the living's not so expensive and I'll have my own kitchen and I'll have that soon. But right now I'm in Spain and my situation is I decided to live with the family and not have my own kitchen and eat their meals. And their meals are wheat and meat based, and there's cheese, and it's just not good for me. My shits are gross, and I feel sick, and it's like, why have I done this to myself? Because this stuff's super relevant for health and athleticism. But I only have another 2 weeks of this until I go to England and I'll have my own kitchen, and that's going to really improve my situation. But I wanted to talk about shoes and what's going on with that. So, in my previous life in Humboldt, I wasn't barefoot on concrete very much at all. But here, I don't have a bicycle. It's about 2 mile walk to the beach and 1 mile walk to the forest where I can have some privacy, barefoot and train and do stuff like that. So, what's ended up happening is I'm walking on concrete 5 miles a day and going from half a mile or 1 mile to 5 miles is pretty significant, and my feet are starting to hurt and revolt, and it's forcing me to get a better understanding of how my feet work and make some adjustments to my shoes because you know just do the most with what we can. This isn't going to last forever, so I'll talk about the way that my feet hurt and the way that I'm adjusting my shoes to help. So haven't talked about this injury on this channel ever before, so this will give some new enlightenment if anyone has. Take my socks off so y'all can see. If anyone has toe pain or big toe knuckle pain, so these are the toe knuckles right here, and I have pain in mine. I actually have bone spurs in both of them, and that's from before basketball. I was a soccer player, really into it, and I think that fucked me up, and I had bone spurs from it. So this flares up from time to time. It's something to think about the Hyper Revs. The Hyper Revs, I cut the slit. First off, I cut off the boot, and I also opened the slit. It used to be just sealed. So what that does is it really flattens the foot. It limits the ability for the foot to stand tall in the shoe, so it pushes the foot down. Now, when I walk, if possible, I would like to arch. And when I'm arching, it makes the foot taller and shorter. So what these shoes do is they really flatten your feet. So check it out. If I put my foot in this shoe, and I create an arch, you can see how this arch right here, or sorry, this big toe joint right here is competing for space with this fabric. And since I've opened it up, the big toe joint can pop out basically, and I can tighten it up loose, and that's improving my situation there. So I've talked about this a bit in the past before, but if you have big toe joint pain or if you're into arching and all that, you might want to think about not lacing up super tight here, maybe loosen up tight here, loosen it up with the big toe joint, and try to secure from the top of the foot. So that might help. It's been helping me, and it's necessary to do. That's the solution in the short term. The long-term solution is to get back to where I was living before, because my lifestyle was really healthy and I liked that. So just traveling and learning, and it's worth it. I don't regret downgrading my physical health for a bit, because it allows me to expand my thinking. So hope that helps. Let me know if anyone's going through similar things for their shoes or feet, because I'd love to hear it. So peace out. Hope this helps somebody.